Namaskaram. We are continuing with the story of Yayati, in that the first part where the son of Brihaspati by name Kacha comes to Shukracharya to learn the Mrta Sanjeevani, the mantra for rejuvenation. He learns it, he becomes a student, and through the few attempts on his life by the Asuras, he learns Mrta Sanjeevani from Shukracharya, but continues his education, and when complete, he bids goodbye to his teacher. In his life, in the hermitage of Shukracharya, he comes into contact with Shukracharya's daughter Devayani, and he makes all efforts to please Devayani, and Devayani falls in love with him. But Kacha refuses to marry her, though she requested, saying that he came as a student, and he respected her as his teacher, equal to Shukracharya. Besides, because he had to lie in Shukracharya's stomach for a while, and he came out. Shukracharya was like his mother, so Devayani was like his sister. So he refuses to marry her and leaves. Then, soon after this, Devayani, that is where we stop. Devayani and Sharmishtha once went to forest to spend some time, enjoy in the company of friends, and there was a quarrel between the two, and Sharmishtha by mistake wore Devayani's clothes, and because of that Devayani was angry. She rebuked Sharmishtha, and that enraged Sharmishtha very much, because Sharmishtha was the daughter of Vrishaparva, the king of Asuras. And Sharmishtha spoke clearly that Devayani's father was like a servant to her father, Vrishaparva. And Devayani was the servant's daughter, something like that. And this made Devayani very unhappy. Anyway, in the process of quarrel, Sharmishtha pushes Devayani into a well and goes away without bothering about her fate. And King Yayati, it is whose story we are going to say. King Yayati, who was the ruler, he was one of the predecessors of our Kurus and Pandavas, Kauravas and Pandavas. Yayati was hunting, and he happened to pass by looking for water to drink, and he saw what looked like a well and came nearby, and then he heard the cry of Devayani. On her request, Yayati lifted her. He could reach, it was not very deep, he could reach, and he held Devayani with his right hand. Devayani's right hand was held by him and pulled her out. And they introduced themselves. He knew that she was Shukracharya's daughter, and she knew he was Yayati, the emperor of the Kurus. it was not Kurus then, it was simply the lunar dynasty. And then the Yayati went, Devayani stood there firm and sent her friend to her father, telling him, conveying to him that Devayani was trapped in a well. And Shukracharya came running, and Devayani was obviously upset, and she said that Sharmishta pushed me into the well, and somehow someone saved me. But she insulted me. She said, I am the daughter of someone who is a beggar to Sharmishta's father. And he's someone who makes his living by singing eulogy to Sharmishta's father. And Devayani said, if that is true, I don't want to go to that palace again. I don't want to live where you and I will be beggars. And Shukracharya said, Devayani, this is not true. I am not a beggar. If at all, everyone else sings praise to me, including Devendra, sings praise for me. And I shall prove to you that I am not a servant or a beggar, but the opposite. And of course, Devayani refuses to go with him. And Shukracharya went to Vrishaparva and said, look, this has happened, and my daughter refuses to come and live in your palace. So I will go with her, we will live elsewhere. That was a big threat, not only to Vrishaparva, but for the entire Asura race, because the Brata Sanjeevani was vital for their survival. Not only that, Shukra's wisdom and advices were very important for the Asuras. The role of a priest, a teacher, a Brahmin, was very crucial for the rulers. They gave valuable advices at crucial times. The story of Chanakya is an example where Chandragupta Maurya, from having nothing, won over the whole empire simply because of the acumen of Chanakya and timely advice. And the same role Shukracharya played. And Vrishaparva said, no, there is no way I can let you go. Whatever condition I should meet, I should meet those conditions. But find out what will make Devayani happy so that she would come back with you. And Shukracharya inquired, and Devayani said that Sharmishta with 1,000 maids should become my servant, should be at my service from now onwards, then only I shall come there. And Vrishaparva spoke to Sharmishta about this condition. And Sharmishta had cooled down considerably and had realized the situation, how important the presence of Shukracharya was. So she agreed, though it was belittling to her, she agreed. And Devayani came with Shukracharya to the palace and started living there, but Sharmishta was always at her service. Whatever Devayani ordered, Sharmishta was ready to serve her. And they were living like that. And one day, again in the forest, when they went to forest, Devayani met Yayati, who came there, again hunting. And this time, Devayani said, you remember some time back when you came and you saved me from that well, you took hold of my right hand. That means you have won me as your wife. Holding the right hand of the bride by the groom's right hand is one of the important aspects of marriage. Pani Grihana. You have done my Pani Grihana, so I have become your wife. Please accept me. Yayati said, look, I am a king, a Kshatriya, and you are the daughter of a Brahmin. It is not right for me to marry someone who is superior by birth. But if your father agrees, he is a scholar, if he agrees, I have no objection, but not otherwise. So please take your father's permission, then I shall do accordingly. And Devayani went and asked her father's permission to marry Yayati. And Shukracharya said, okay, I have no problem. But he put one condition on Yayati, said that you should never cause any displeasure to Devayani. If that happens, I might have to curse you. On that condition, I permit you to marry Devayani. And the marriage of Yayati and the rest of the story will continue tomorrow. Namaskaram.